And welcome back into Talk of Alabama. You know, with interest rates being so low, a number of families are turning to the one asset they have to put money back in their pocket. They're refinancing their homes. Some are finding fantastic results. Ebony Hall explains.
Russ Randolph needed to save money after his son went to college.
And we thought we were paying a little too high of an interest rate on our home mortgage.
After doing a little research, he ended up going to a mortgage broker.
That we were able to lower our monthly house payment $400 a month. And wow, what a blessing that was.
So anybody that's at about a 5% interest rate right now, they're going to see a tangible benefit of somewhere about $200 a month by refinancing.
Thanks. Erin Tatum owns Classic Home Mortgage. Lisa McClellan is one of her brokers. They say there are a ton of options right now to help homeowners. For example, a refinance with little to no closing cost, or
a lot of people that has 30-year mortgage can do a rate term refinance and turn it into a 15-year mortgage, really to just drop the payment mainly.
Or if you're lucky enough to be sitting on a lot of equity.
A lot of folks are seeing that they can pull $20,000, $30,000 out and keep their payments about where they're at, so they're not increasing their debt, but in the other way, they're increasing an income flow for themselves.
But every deal is different, and it depends on your current situation.
It's just, a whole bunch of questions that need to be answered before you can just say, yeah, it is a good time to refinance.
Real estate agent Colleen Black says you should really do your research and keep this in mind, too.
The goal should be not only saving money, but time. And so you need to be really careful that you don't maybe come up onto retirement and still owe 30 years on your mortgage. So
with his deal, Randolph will be able to pay off his home in about 11 years.
And we're very pleased about that.
And joining us now to talk more on the subject is Erin Tatum and Lisa McClellan from Classic Home Mortgage. Now first, tell us about you guys and tell us about the business.
Well, we are a mortgage broker. We're located in Hoover, Alabama, right off of Highway 31. I have been in business for 17 plus years, but Classic Home opened in October of 2009. Funny, everybody else was kind of shutting their doors. We had the housing crisis, and we decided to open a business, but that's how confident we were in the business.
Now, how long have you guys been doing this?
I've been doing it for 17 years. Okay, Lisa's been doing it.
About 10 years for me.
Okay,
yes.
Well, tell us about today's interest rates. I mean, a few years ago, you maybe think about a 6 to 7. Now they're, rock bottom, right?
Right, absolutely. I did a little research on it back to 60s. They were at 6%. In the 80s, they were 13%. When the housing crisis hit, they were 5.5%. Now, typically, you can get a 30-year for 3.5%, and we've seen them as low as 2.625 on a 15-year rate.
Really? And you really, just the rates being that low, like you were saying in the story that Ebony did, that, you could go from a 30 to a 15 and actually still lower your payment, but you just save so much more on interest, right?
You do. You have the possibility of saving tens of thousands of dollars of interest. We've actually ran numbers for folks when we're doing our comparison analysis, and it's amazing that, literally they can be paying the same payment or a little bit more, but cutting years off their loan.
Right. And, with somebody, what are things to consider when they're thinking about refinancing? What are some of the things that they need to look at? Is it worth refinancing? How do they judge that? You may be saving $200 a month, but it may cost you a little bit more to reestablish the loan.
Well, I would say leave it in the professional's hands. Don't try to overanalyze it. Call us, let us give you a free consultation, and then at that point, we're going to take all the things into consideration. We're going to ask you a series of questions that real quickly we're going to decide, is it worth refinancing? Because we don't find that every case is worth refinancing. We want to make sure there's a tangible benefit, that we're either lowering the monthly payment or saving interest so that we can offset the costs that are involved.
And of course, if it's not worth it, you guys will let them know,
If
right?
it's not worth it,
right.
we honestly just will tell them it's not worth it.
All right. Now, what do you guys expect to see happen over the next, say, 12 months?
Well, all the signs are pointing that the interest rates are going to go up. Typically, the interest rates don't stay at one level for a long period of time, so all signs are pointing in the direction that they will be increasing.
All right. Let me ask you this, and I know it's kind of throwing you a little bit of a curve here, but is there a better time of year? I mean, usually you think of people going out buying new homes in the springtime. Is that a better time for interest rates? Does that matter?
No, right now
Okay.
it does not matter.
Okay.
I was laughing yesterday because I was on my Facebook looking, and somebody said, "What are houses going for?" And I said, practically for free.
Yeah,
When
exactly.
we are lending money at as low a rate of interest rate that we are, there is no better time. Right now is the time before the rates start to go up.
All right, now quickly, where can we learn more?
Okay, well, I would tell you, you can either go to our website, www.chmortgagealabama.com. You may email Lisa directly at,
Lisa makes loans at gmail.com.
you may email me directly at Erin at chmortgagealabama.com. And please call Lisa directly.
Yeah, and the number's on the screen, 305-8921.
That's
Of course,
the number. She'll
check them
take
out.
good care of you.
They're in Hoover, Classic Home Mortgage. We appreciate you guys
Thank you
coming
so
in.
much for allowing
And
us.
good luck. And folks,
so
hey,
much.
always a great way to try to save some money if you can refinance that home. Now, let's send it on over to Nicole. She's